Hello, my name is Tony Beers, and this is Movie Grades.
And just like the movies, we play out our last scene.
Sorry about that lame attempt to try to scare you, but it's close to Halloween, and this is a horror movie, so happy almost Halloween, everybody. The movie that I will review for you is called Zombieland, a good movie for Halloween. This movie stars marijuana legalization activist Woody Harrelson, and surprise, surprise, Woody Harrelson smokes pot in this movie. Michael Cera clone with just a little shot of Jew Jesse Eisenberg. Megan Fox clone with just a little shot of badass chick Emma Stone. Dakota Fanning clone with a big shot of adorable Abigail Breslin, and a cameo by an actor who I will not name for now. I'm going to try to keep this review as spoiler free as I can, which is hard for me to do since I spoil just about every single movie I review. I'm not going to tell you who it is that cameos in this movie, but I will tell you this. This cameo has really got me excited to see Ghostbusters 3. Jesse Eisenberg stars in the lead role in this movie about survivors of the zombie apocalypse. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how can this scrawny little guy survive the zombie apocalypse? The answer is that he pretty much has avoided human contact his whole life. This is the type of guy that sits around all day on his computer playing World of Warcraft and drinking Mountain Dew. Who would do that? Who would just sit around on his computer playing video games and drinking Mountain Dew all day? What a loser. So anyway, that's how he survived, by avoiding people his whole life. So he's really good at avoiding zombies. And he also has a bunch of rules that he made up to survive these zombies. It's the same as the Scream movies, where there's rules to survive horror movies. In this movie, there's rules of surviving the zombie apocalypse. I'm a huge fan of the movie Shaun of the Dead. I think it's one of the funniest horror comedies of all time. Now, I went into this movie thinking this movie is going to be similar to Shaun of the Dead. And it is similar, but it's also very different. It is no Shaun of the Dead. As funny as this movie is, and with all the zombie gore that it has, it just does not live up to Shaun of the Dead. Don't get me wrong, this is a great movie. It's lacking something that Shaun of the Dead has. That what it's lacking is heart. I think I felt more for the characters in Shaun of the Dead. For example, there's a part in Shaun of the Dead in which Shaun's mother is infected with the virus and he has to decide to kill her before she becomes a zombie. This will be a tough decision for anybody, and it just gives Shaun of the Dead just a little bit more heart than this movie. This movie does have a little bit of heart. There's a surprising reveal in the middle of the movie that shows something very tragic happened to the Woody Harrelson character. And it's very surprising to see, and it does give that character heart. You care about that character and what's happened to him. However, after this scene, just 1 second later, they make a joke. So it's kind of like, yeah, it eases the sadness of the scene previous to this, but then it's like, it also takes away from the movie and of the character when you have a joke right afterward. So in this way, the movie's lacking. What this movie excels at is the comedy. It's a very funny movie. And in this aspect, I say it's just about equal to Shaun of the Dead. This movie's plot is basically that there's been a zombie apocalypse, and we are following the adventures of 4 people who are just trying to survive. I have to say that going to see this movie is about the most fun I had in a theater this year. Now, I'm not saying that this is the best movie of the year, but this movie is the most fun movie of the year. If you're going to the movies expecting to see a thought-provoking, intelligent movie, this is not the movie for you. If you're going to the movies just to have a good, fun time with a lot of zombie deaths and gore and a very funny, good time movie, this is the movie for you. So, this movie is very fun, it's very funny, it's no Shaun of the Dead, but it's good, so I'd have to give this movie a B-. I'm Tony Beers. Take some advice from this movie and take some time out to enjoy the little things. I'll see you next time.